Good morning, Henry. Barking now. He was. Right, got the chat set up. Like microphone's working, don't have music playing this morning, and the dog's gonna start barking. Awesome. Throw the road command out there. For informational purposes. And I need to get to it. It's after 7. I've been dinking around down here trying to get rolling. You have my able to read that any better. Is there a way to set the eyes? I did just see the eye doctor, what, a week ago? My prescription didn't change a lot, but I'm glasses when the insurance allows me, which is in September, because those things are annual, like annual calendar year, like annual, like it has to have been 12 months, 165 days before they'll pay again. Yeah, I can probably read that. The laptop's just out of the camera view, but it's right there in front of me. Okay, let's get to it. Reset the timer. Sit on your spot, buddy. Here we go. We're rowing, and we're rowing, and we're rowing. Yeah, you'll have to take care of your Foxy. I got the gate up. I already started. I'm not moving the gate. Have to simmer down. Legs, legs, arms, legs, arms, legs, arms. Keep your arms off your knees. Legs, arms. Hello. How are you? I am well. I can't quite read your name. Stella? I think it says Stella. And Henry. That's Chronic Casey. Hey, Chronic Casey. So it looks like Stella from YouTube is checking in. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Just got started. Oh, you can't see. The camera shot's gonna change again. It's funny. I just get that camera up in that corner, and then I had an epiphany. Although epiphany is a pretty strong word. But I did have a new idea for the layout. It's not a new idea. I hadn't fully formed it and figured out exactly where everything was going to go. This room has like a short side and a longer side, but not by much. It's not quite square. It is a rectangle. But I definitely am going to keep the basically the standing desk with all the computer stuff on it in the middle of the room. I think that does work because of the green screen wall. You just have to line it up correctly, and I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. You can see that it's offset, like the way I'm facing, it's offset to the right. I'm going to offset it to the left. So basically the monitors and the computer keyboard and the desk itself will face directly to where the camera currently is. And then I'll move that camera to the opposite corner. That way, there's not any point to having a camera point at the back, directly at the back of the monitors. You can't see anything. It's all the wrong side of it. Henry, simmer down, buddy. So that room shot will be from the right corner, if, again, facing the door, facing the. Oh, you can't see the lighter green wall. Anyways, this is mostly driven by I decided where to put my big screen on the wall. I'm going to put it just up to my left. Are you playing pirated Sims or original? I play standard Sims 4. I get my PC games, I get all from Steam. Can't read that completely. I think it says pirated, so I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, I just play regular old Sims 4 with different expansion packs. I did buy some of my expansions from the Origin, through the Origin, I don't know what you call it. The Origin store, I guess is what it is. They were on sale there. I guess I should have known they would be on sale through Steam later, but so some of my expansions are through Origin and some are through Steam. But this morning I'm just doing my fitness workout. Oh, we should get a Henry cam, like a GoPro on his head. Yeah, you kind of would need something like that because he moves around so much. Can't really see. Like some people have a cat and they put a camera on the cat bed because the cat just lays on the cat bed. And I do have this blanket next to me that Henry almost never lays on. And I got him a new doggy bed for in here that's on the futon, which is out of the camera shot. We could have a camera on the futon, but about the only time he stays in the doggy bed and on the futon is in the evening if I stream in late at night where he actually lays down. Although he will often take an afternoon nap, but don't stream in the afternoon as often. Anyways, I'm going to put this the big TV up on the wall over here. And then by having the desk rotated to the side, I'll be able to look at it without turning my head very far. I don't know. It's one of those things because I could put it on the wall opposite me too, and then it would be in the background. Like some people have a big monitor or some kind of a monitor in their shot, but I don't know what I would do with that. I don't think it would benefit the viewers. I don't know how I would use it that would benefit the viewers as much as if I had it up on the wall there, I'd be able to see chat easier and stuff. Yeah, Henry, say hello to Becker. Becker came back down the stairs. I didn't shut the gate. So we get dog music for a minute. A little bit of dog. Henry, simmer down, buddy. Are you no Turkish? I know. I do. I mean, I know where the country of Turkey is, but I don't know a whole lot about Turkey and the Turkish people. Um, probably, probably about the same amount as like an average American, perhaps. I don't think I know any more. Yeah. Got the bot telling me to save my game, but I'm not playing Sims right now. I'm just doing my morning workout. So I put the Twitch chat in front of me on my laptop, which I can read better, but unfortunately it doesn't have the multi-stream chat. The multi-stream chat I can only see through Streamlabs, and that's up on my top monitor, and I can't read it very well. So my solution to not being able to read chat didn't really solve the problem. So I can't really read what you typed, Stella. It says, "Are you satisfied?" Anything. So I'm not quite sure what you mean. What I do is in theory I'm streaming 3 different things. I'm streaming my fitness workouts when I get up in the morning. I almost always do my workout in the morning. I stream that mainly just as a mechanism to help motivate me and ensure that I do it. I don't know how interesting or helpful it is to anyone. So, as I put in the title this morning, it's not instructional because I don't have any training in fitness, and especially not in rowing machines. But then I stream several different games. It's in my about. If you're looking at, well, if you're on YouTube, it doesn't. I don't know. That's a good point. If you're coming in. Coming in on YouTube, I'd probably need to do a better job of putting some of my information in my YouTube profile, however that works. I should look at that. But yeah, so you saying you play Sims too? That's cool. I like playing Sims. I got The Sims 4 in January, and so I've only been playing Sims 4 for what, half a year now, and before that, it had been like 15 years. I played the original Sims, and even going back, the original Sim City game, way back in the, what would that have been, the mid-90s? Whenever Sim City came out. But I've only been playing Sims 4 since January, but I've been having fun playing that and getting some of the expansions. So I stream playing Sims and several other games, usually on a daily basis. Some days, there's been a few days where I haven't had time. What's my machine doing? Oh, there it goes. And then I have done a few mobile streams. How did you start YouTube? Oh, well, anybody can have a YouTube channel. I mean, my YouTube channel's years old. I don't know. I don't really remember. But when I started streaming on Twitch in May, and then I found out you could multi-stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So with Streamlabs, it makes it really easy. You can multi-stream to all three platforms and other places. Kind of complicated, but Streamlabs makes it really easy to do, just to stream to those three platforms simultaneously with the same piece of software. And so I just decided, why not? People are all over the place, and you know, I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, I send my stream out to the 3 different sites, and oh, and I was saying the other thing I stream, I do some mobile streaming. The Streamlabs iPhone app is really good. I assume the Android app is also easy, but it's really easy to do mobile streaming if you want to do that. And it also allows for multi-streaming, although YouTube itself does not allow mobile live streaming until a channel has 1,000 subscribers, which is quite a lot. So I will not be doing that anytime soon. But yeah, it works out pretty good. I should have put on some music today, but could still listen to my book. I've been listening to The Invisible Man as read by my Amazon device. Your YouTube story, because I am very curious. Yes, I will add some information. I have to go, you know, there are online classes because of COVID, but you will watch the broadcast later. Well, thanks, Stella. Thanks for stopping in. And I should put some more information on my YouTube. Yes, I will. The amount of activity from the 3 different platforms, Twitch is probably the most, but I definitely have some people watching on Facebook on a fairly regular basis. And I'd say you're probably, I think you're the first person to pop in from YouTube and chat. So it's interesting. I do find the whole industry, so to speak, interesting. There's some different people who talk about multi-streaming, multi-platform streaming. It seems like it's a taboo subject in some places, meaning seems like there's people on Twitch who are very culturally oriented towards Twitch, and so I don't know how objective they're being. Like, I don't know anything. I'm not saying I know anything about how this industry will go, but you look at examples, whether it's MySpace, or what's that one that, was it Vine, that popped up and was super popular and then a year later was gone? You know, these things come and go, and it's not always clear what the reasons, and you know, the human culture as a group, things can happen that business people don't always see coming. So I don't know. I think personally, what little I know about it, I think Twitch needs to change their business model. I don't really think what they do is fair. They basically take they keep half the money for themselves instead of for the people making the content. And the other platforms, I think, do a better job. Rip Vine. Yeah, so it must be Vine then. Chronic Casey says, I think that's the one it was. You know, stuff happens, and obviously Amazon owns Twitch, so Twitch can't go away because of money. It would, and I'm not suggesting it would. What my point is twofold. One, since Amazon owns them, Amazon could choose to pour any amount of money into it. But I just don't. There's a lot of differences, and you can find YouTube videos and discussions. There are a few people that talk about it on Twitch on their live streams, but the disparity across the platforms, there's a lot of differences, and those differences are often what drive competition, whether those differences are intentional or unintentional. Like I was just watching a video the other day, a couple days ago, comparing the three platforms, the current state, and it was basically talking about how Twitch hasn't really innovated. They haven't made a lot of big changes for a couple of years. And they were saying Facebook, you know, is so huge, but they aren't really paying that much attention to the live streaming. And YouTube just introduced shorts, but the shorts seem to be more to compete with TikTok. CEO entrepreneur born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Oh. Yeah, and I see a lot. I made a TikTok account like 3 weeks ago, I don't know, but just mainly because I saw people on Twitch saying, well, this is a good way to, because one thing that a lot of people say is Twitch doesn't have a good way, a discovery mechanism. It doesn't have a good algorithm the way like TikTok does to show the right stuff to the right people. I'm singing a song about Overlord Bezos. Yeah, that's what I figured. I think I saw some kind of parody type Bezos songs on TikTok. So it's probably something like that. What was I saying? Anyway, I think it's interesting. The whole area is super young. I mean, Twitch has been around since what, 2014 or 2012. So it in itself has been around. But once the big money, the Googles, you know, YouTube, Google, and obviously Facebook. The thing about Facebook and YouTube is you look at how many people use those platforms on a daily basis. I mean, Facebook has what, 2 billion people on it? YouTube is probably not too far behind as far as people who look at YouTube on a regular basis. I don't know how big Twitch is, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot smaller than that. Anyways, as a person who's just streaming for fun and just started out, for me, I see no reason not to just stream to all three platforms, because I'm just throwing this out there. I mean, it's not really, I'm not trying to, you know, I have a full-time job, and I'm an older person with a career. I've been at the same place for 23 years. Yeah, coming up on 23 years or 24, whatever. Anyways, I'm just doing this for fun, so I don't have the same drivers as a lot of younger people who may not be enjoying what they're doing for work. You know, in the current economics where rents are so high and younger people struggle they pay such a larger percentage of their income to the basic necessities than when I was their age 30 years ago. 40 years ago? No, 30. 35, whatever. Anyway, a lot of people, you know, on Twitch are trying to make affiliate and trying to make it where they can make enough money because they're not happy in what they're doing. I really like my job, and I'm about 15 and a half years from where I think I will retire, which is on the older side, because with a computer IT job, like, why should I retire when my job is, it's not like if I was a ditch digger or a farmer or something with a super lot of physicality. My job doesn't require that. I sit at the computer and do my job, and I sit at the computer anyways, playing video games or on the internet, etc. So really, I don't see any reason to retire early, as long as they remain flexible. And my current job changed how flexible they were willing to be. If it turned into a 40 hours chained to one desk, you know, only take breaks when we allow you, like a lot of help desk, call center type jobs do, you know, that would be a different scenario. Anyway, I'm just here for the hobby. I'm a hobbyist. I heard one guy explain it this way. He broke streamers into, was it 3 groups or more, maybe 4 groups? I think it was 3. The young people who are on a shoestring budget, basically they're just trying to stream off their phone or their laptop because they have no budget and they wanted to get started to try to make it at least a part-time income. And then people like me that are more hobbyists that have some extra money to spend, like you can see in this room, I basically made a streaming room, and you know, it doesn't take a ton of money, but it certainly takes some expendable income, you know, money that doesn't have to go for bills. And then what was the other group? Maybe it was the professional, already established streamer. Anyway, you get the idea. So this has been a fun day, rambling on about all kinds of random stuff. Got to take my drink break. Magoo Bear official, hey, looks like I might be catching the end. Yeah, I think I'm at 25 minutes, but I've had to stop a few times. I moved things around a little bit. I'm gonna be moving around some more. Yeah, I got started, I don't know what. So the way my day starts is, normally one of the 2 dogs starts stirring, and then I get up to walk the dogs. So that can be anywhere from 5:30 to 7. Sometimes I'll wake up before them. It kind of depends. But we get up, we go dog walking, and I go and take most of my medicine, drink a protein shake, come down. And it usually takes me 10 to 20 minutes dinking around in here to get started streaming and to do my exercise. It's kind of too long. Oh, you like it? Yeah, it's not finished. This is the way I do a lot of things. I kind of figure it out as I go. So I had a concept in the back of my head, but it wasn't fully baked. Yesterday I was listening to a streamer. His name's Nutty, and he basically, his stream is all about streaming in terms of like the technical stuff. New set looks great. Oh, I think I read that. Yeah. Anyways, so he talks about like a lot of technical stuff, like how to do visual effects and all these different things. But in a way, it has to do with like your set and hardware and a lot of different things. So stuff just kind of comes up in his chat, and he just kind of, he usually has a theme that he talks about, but stuff will come up. People will ask a lot of questions about streaming and how to do different effects, and the things that he knows a lot about. He does YouTube videos, so he gets a lot of people coming in there asking about his YouTube videos. But some of the ideas of how I was going to set up this room, I kind of had a vague idea, and then the discussions from watching his streams has kind of helped solidify what I would do. And the idea of painting this wall behind me with chroma key green kind of came from that. Because I was going to bring in my big fabric cloth in here like normal, so to speak. You know, most people either use paper or cloth, which is great. There's no problem with that. And I even had bought some PVC pipe to make it like a frame to stretch it good. And then I was like, oh yeah, it won't fit through the door. I'm gonna have to assemble it in here. And then I was like, wait a minute, if I'm putting PVC pipe the same dimensions as that wall to stretch a piece of fabric, well, why not just paint the wall? So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna paint the wall. So I painted the wall, and I had some leftover paint from another project. I actually streamed my DIY garage building a computer desk. So I used the rest of that lime pastel green to paint another wall, which if I add an extra camera in here, you'll be able to see. But anyways, I'm gonna put up I got an old big screen TV that isn't really being used. I'm gonna put it, I finally decided where to place it in here, although sitting here this morning thinking about it, no, you know, I know where I want it. Anyway, I went through it earlier. I'm gonna change some more stuff up today. But yeah, I'm kind of liking the way it's turning out. It's been a fun little project, give me something to do. I haven't done anything much around the house for a few years. So it's been good as a motivational kind of a seed. You know, sometimes if you don't have a reason to do stuff, maybe you just don't do a whole lot. And that may not resonate with younger people, but as you get older, sometimes if you get all your bases covered, you're like, well, now what? Now what am I gonna do? And sometimes what you're gonna do is like basically not much of anything. I know that doesn't apply to a lot of people, but I've been really lucky to have a stable career and stable family life and everything, so sometimes there's been big chunks of time where there hasn't been any pressing, you know, projects, so to speak, or at least not ones that I wanted to do. There's always stuff you can do, but if you don't want to, you know. Yeah, the meter here on the rowing machine says 30 minutes, but since I had a few interruptions isn't the right word. I threw a few pauses to read the chat better. That's what I'm hoping, putting up this big screen. It's an older monitor, well, it's actually television. It's an older television, so the resolution is only 720. But I think it's big enough, if I put it up on this wall and put the chat up there, that I'll be able to read it better. I put this laptop in front of me today, but and it's helped. Anyways, it's work in progress, so thanks. all settled down. Almost done. I guess I'll do 32.5 minutes. Okay. Got a couple of meetings this morning. A little bit of work to do early this afternoon. I'll be working in the room today, getting up that monitor, or I'll at least getting it ready. Probably gonna have some spotters. That TV is 2008 and it's a plasma, so it's not light. It weighs 80 pounds, and if I drop it on myself while I'm home alone, I'm pretty sure that's bad. So I'm gonna not do that. Get everything ready to go, and then I'll wait till I have some other people here to actually attempt lifting it and placing it on the wall. But I got a good idea of where I want everything to sit now. So that's what I'll do today is I'll reposition the computer stand and move the cameras to where I think they need to go. I think I'm just about finished. Let's check the time when it pops back around. 33 minutes. Yeah, that'll do it. I think my form was lacking there towards the end. I might have been leaning over. Here's the Velcro. Right up. Saving. Sounds like good plans. Well, yeah. With me, plans is like kind of a wait till something gels in my brain. I'm not super good at literal plans. But thanks, yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Whether it's in business or your own life. Good to remember there's usually not a single. Hey Trey, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Trey checking in from Facebook. There's usually not one answer. There's a whole lot of things in your life. I'll just philosophize here for a second before I end my stream. There are many things in our lives that don't have to go just one way. There might be 2 or 3 different ways to set this room up, and if you did a survey, 90% of the people would say that's a good layout. So, if you wait until you get the perfect answer and then do something, you might be waiting longer than you need to. So, in business, or at least the area that I work in, they call it, I think there's a buzzword, it's called agile, where you don't always wait till you get the best. Yeah, Henry. You don't have to wait for the perfect 100% best way of doing something and then make a big project. Sometimes you just get started on it and sort of wing it. Wing it with a clue, wing it with an act. What was the word? Anyway, you get the idea. So I'm done working out today. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Henry is happy that I'm done working out. Cute dogs on the internet. So thanks everybody for popping in. Facebook and YouTube checking in. So we got a real multi-stream going here today. And everybody on Twitch, I'll see you around. Magoo Bear and Chronic Casey. And now that I can read the chat better, from YouTube, Stella Solaria. I'll try to put more information on the YouTube. I'll have to look and see how and where to do that. I think there's an about thing. I just haven't put much on there. So, excuse me, all of y'all take care and have a great day. And I will catch you later. Stream ending.